So you're going to start with the first one, of course. It's very hard if you want to go straight to Genesis or if you want to get somewhere in between, right? So we are going to have the first book, which is the Spirit's book. The first book, and it's divided into, so this is only one book, but inside it's divided into 4 sections. But it's called Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, Book 4, right? So each one of these addresses a particular topic or a particular broad topic. So in Book 1, what you're going to see is the basic or the fundamental elements of the creation. God, the creator itself, the general elements of the universe, the creation. What is the creation? Is the universe part of the creation? Is it outside? Is the universe a container for the creation, and so on? And the vital principle, which is what, let's say, animates us in very broad terms. You're going to be studying this. Okay? There are 1,019 questions and answers in this book, and then commentaries by Allan Kardec as well. The questions were put by individuals such as Kardec and others, but the answers are from the spirits, from high order spirits. And in doing so, you have, just for this book, 1,019. So the first part, the first few questions are about the fundamentals or the fundamental parts of the creation. In Book 2, what we are going to see is the spiritual life. Basically, what it is to be an errant being. In other words, a spirit without a physical body. We all have a physical body here. So the question is, are we spirits? Are we not spirits? We are going to see this at the end. So bear with me for a while. So here, we are going to see, for instance, the concept of reincarnation, the multiple lives here. So we come back to this planet. How do I come back to this planet? Do I get another physical body? Do I use the same one? What is this about? And then we have also death, emancipation of the soul. So when this physicality here is destroyed by time, by usage, what happens to the essence of what is me, what represents me? So all of this is under Book 2, which is one of the largest parts of the book, right? We also have the third part, and this is the part that can be quite difficult. This is the part that discusses the divine laws, the divine or natural laws. And you have the division into a few of them here, okay? And at the end, a summary that's called moral perfection, where it puts all of the laws together and addresses how we behave in terms of these laws and what we gain or lose with respect to our behavior. Finally, in Book 4, one of the shortest parts, we see joys and sorrows. And then it's divided into 2 parts only, 2 chapters. One is the joys and sorrows here on earth, and the last part, future joys and sorrows, those in other lives or even the spiritual realm. This part here may be short in a way, but actually it's quite important. And most of the time when people come to a Spiritist center and they have questions, it would be right here. But you still have to read everything before getting to the end, because otherwise you would not understand why things happen and what is the purpose for things to happen. If you go straight to the end here, the answers will sound very empty to you. So you need to understand, for instance, what the divine laws are and what are the consequences of having the divine laws. But then when you say what are the consequences of the divine laws are to us, you have to think of cause and consequence, which is discussed on the first part and the second part, the first book and the second book. So you still have to read the book and study. You will be studying it. You will be going through one question at a time, debating it, and that will be great. And by the time you finish the book, you want to read it again, because there's always something you can learn as you read over and over again. So with this in mind now, we can talk a little bit about